Morning, ladies and gentlemen, or evening, or whenever it is that you decide to go take a wee bit of a look at this. So today we're going to be showing off our lovely menu manager app. As you can see here, this is more or less the general screen, just showing it off. There's, a few we've shown. So currently we only have 7 courses. This is just to show it off, and you can switch between your 2 reflective options, whether you want to look at the complete menu, so that's the menu with all the relevant courses included, or if maybe you want to go check out the prepared menu that Chef Christoffel has set up for you. So this here is just the general UI, this is how it looks, and we have a switch implemented for you to switch between either or depending on your preference in the moment. Don't try to be too picky about it. So from there we can navigate to our actual menu manager over here. As you can see, here's all the options that we have already submitted. So let's just try out a new one for ourselves. Let's see what's a nice, we're going for an Italian theme here, so generally we want something that's feeling a bit fitting for that mood. What would be a good shout? Let's go with a good old classic pizza, right? Who doesn't love pizza? Let's say this is a nice, I'm not a big fan of Hawaiian. Let's go for ham, a bit of avo, maybe a bit of spice, I love me a good bit of spice in my food. Say a few jalapenos, I would say it's mozzarella cheese. Don't really know if that's your preference or anything. Maybe it is. And there you go. Let's just stick with that. Something nice and simple for the folks at home. And we're going to put it under a cheese course, alright? It falls under, something cheese related. We just say it falls under the cheese courses. So as you can see, we want to enter a price, numbers only. Now, obviously, this would be depending on what country you're in, but because we're South African, we say rands around here. Not that you need to do it, you will automatically do it because this is designed for South African restaurants as of the present moment, which is ironic given that Chef Christoffel is, alluded to be French, at least I presume Christoffel is. It sounds more Germanic, so it could be German, but who knows, or maybe Belgium, but I digress. Let's say it's about 8 rand. So we do that, we add it in, and there you go. As we can see, it's a pizza, and it's a cheese course, it's 8 rand, ham, avo, jalapenos, mozzarella. Alright. And now we go over here, let's say we go to our courses screen. So as you can see, it shows our total dishes, so in case you're curious. And if there's anything specific you want to find, let's say you want to take a look at, the cheese courses, let's see there. Now you can see, oh, well, now we got pizza there. That's lovely indeed. Or maybe you want to look at something else. Well, there we go, we got tiramisu for the dolce, or dessert, as some people would pronounce it. But if you say we want to find exactly what we were looking for, if my spelling was better, let's see. Let's take a look at the course options. Let's say we want to look for the caprese salad. So we just want that alone. Let me look for that. And there you go. And let's select it as part of the antipasto course. So we pick that one. Let's also say maybe we want to add, and we don't have any there already made. Let's maybe say, I'll leave that, maybe whoever is, marking this one, you can maybe decide to add those if you're feeling like it. I can't find it now. Well, I don't know why those are showing up blank. I was showing it earlier. No. Oh no, I don't know why. It's because we had amateur hour there, lads. I still had the searching. See, there you go. Pasta course. So let's check the pasta course. Let's choose that one. We go for that. And then we select it. And then we go back to our home screen. And now, as you can see in the complete menu, now we got a new course. New selection under the courses. We have our first addition to the cheese course, and now we have 8. And there's obviously now the total 133.50. And of course, as you can see now, the prepared menu has also been updated because it's now including our pasta course over here. And that's just the general functionality of our application. Obviously, when you log into this for the first time, you're going to have a scenario where you're going to be able to log in. Don't worry, there is an option to choose between a guest or Chef Christoffel himself. There is a password, I've written it down, so there's a hint that I left there, in case you don't know. So just look at the bottom of the screen when you log in. But this is just the general functionality of things and how every screen works and will do its job. Now let's maybe try adding, let's maybe try getting rid of something, right? Let's say, the calzone, it's in a soup. Well, you don't want it in a soup. That's not the right place for calzone. Calzone is kind of like a folded doughy bit, for cheese. It's more cheese related. We can always choose to delete it if we so like. And or actually, we can rather, not even delete, let's rather update it in this case. Make it a cheese course. Now it's been updated. There you go. Now it's in the correct place. Oh, that's another thing. Now it's in the right place. Now we go there. Now we go back here. And there you go. Now the calzone is joining our pizza in the cheese course. So it makes a bit more sense. It doesn't feel it's out of place, if there's anything we wanted to change, we could always do that. Let's maybe say we want to up the price. We could always clear the field as well, just to keep things nice and simple. Obviously, we disable the delete button if there's nothing there. It wouldn't make sense for us to want to delete anything. There's nothing there to delete. So let's maybe say, we didn't like it. Let's maybe now, we've actually cleared that field, so now it's gone entirely, I should rather say. So let's maybe try to get something else. Let's say the grilled sea bass. Right. That was a misclick. A grilled sea bass. Let's say we want to up the price of this to $2.75. Yeah, really pricey. You got, back in Ireland, it cost you a way lot more for that. Cost you quite a few euros. And then we update it. And then now we want to go looking for the sea bass. If I wasn't blind. And there you go. Now $2.75. $2.75. Isn't that quite nice? And that's just the general functionality of things. So if you're curious about anything, feel free to ask questions, send a message, let me know, and help yourself to it. And thank you very much.